What's up everyone, this is Ivan and welcome back to the Ivan Rides YouTube channel. Today we're on the Nami Klima Max and we are doing a full commute experience video. We're starting our ride here in Midtown Manhattan and we are gonna make our way down to Chelsea Market where we had to drop off some samples for work. From there we're gonna head back here to Midtown so that we can take the 59th Street Bridge into Queens. This is going to be a really fun ride because you'll see me take on the craziness that is New York City rush hour while using a high-performance electric scooter. So sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. It's good to have you on board today. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, it's good to have you back. Just like every full commute experience video, I want to go over a few things really quick so that we are all on the same page and you know what to expect. On the right over here, where my hand is, you'll see my phone. On the phone, I had the Relive app running. That means at the end of this video, I'll have a recap of the route, as well as some of the fun stats that were generated from the ride. Down below, you're going to see chapters. I get that a video like this is a bit longer, so hopefully the chapters make it easier for you to navigate the video. And finally, since this is a full commute experience video, there will be minimal editing because I want to give you as immersive of a ride as possible. So there are no scripts, no talking points or any of that stuff planned for this one. We're just going to kind of try to make our way through while we have some discussions on things. Maybe I'll make a few comments here and there and maybe some updates every now and then. But yeah, overall, we're just going to try and kind of get to our final destination here intact. And finally, before we get completely and totally focused on this ride, I am affiliated with these companies, so if you want to support the channel, there are going to be affiliate links and affiliate discount codes down in this video's description. But with that, that's it. That is it, y'all. We are on the road, but check this out, by the way. Isn't this crazy? It's after work and we have, what is this called? And we still have sunlight. Like, daylight savings usually is a thing that I'm not into, but holy cow, it's such a treat to have this, like, this much light again. But also that means like much more people are out and about, so it's going to be a little bit more congested than usual. So just keep that in mind. Oops. Got a bunny hop over this nasty stuff here. Let's see if we can get around this guy. Yeah, there should be a little bit of space here. Okay, Mr. DHL. Okay. Just kind of making our way through here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And we're going to use the walk sign because we follow the walk signs instead of the lights in those situations. So for those of you that are like, oh, with the light, nope, we use the walk signs on those ones, but that's okay. That's okay too. We're actually on our custom commute setting here, so keeping it nice and chill. I don't want anything too crazy. The commute setting is, I believe it's a 3 on the front motor acceleration, a 5 on the rear motor acceleration, and we're only doing 90% of the Klima's power. But we also have the electric braking cranked up to 5. But actually, I am going to cut this here because I gotta do something for work real quick. Okay, so we're gonna pretend like we didn't cut it there, but we definitely did. Okay. Oh man, I did not want to go down to Chelsea Market right now, or we're not going to exactly Chelsea Market, but we are making our way down there because these samples unfortunately have to go to the vendors, so that's okay. We're gonna make our way through. It should be a straight shot all the way down this way, nothing too crazy, and it should be a pretty straight shot all the way up. Okay, please move faster. Okay, cool. Oh man, this is gonna be quite the traffic that we have here. Yeah, I hate running through this area during this time because it's just so congested. I might take this bike lane even though I really don't want to, because the bike lanes get really crazy with pedestrian, but you know what? I think that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. Actually, let's see. So, quick update for y'all. The Super73 video is actually, I'm planning that right now. There's some modifications that I'm making really quick, but the back 2000 is installed onto the bike, and so is the battery, but I'm waiting for like an XT90 extension because of the way I want to set up the battery. So I'm going to need to kind of reroute it, and I'm going to try and find a way to clean that up, because y'all know how I feel about what is that called, cable management. I like to keep that as clean as possible, but we're gonna jump in here. So that is the case there. As you can see, I'm kind of chilling, not necessarily taking these lights like I normally do. Yeah, I'm avoiding the getting to this meeting actually, but yeah, I actually do need to get down there like pretty much ASAP, because I have a conference call that I have to get to with some of my colleagues that are international at the moment. So we are gonna try and kind of I don't know, I'm trying to think of what to say here. I'm managing the fact that I'm avoiding trying to get to this meeting while trying to get to a meeting. Does that even make sense? I feel like this is like an introvert's dilemma. It's like, you know, do you want to do this? This guy. Yeah, that's why the bike lane is, you know what? It's a no-go for me. I'm going to jump in here. I can't do that. Ooh, pothole. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, introvert's dilemma, you know. Don't mind the meeting, but don't necessarily want to be there. Unfortunately, you end up with like important things as you start to get good at your job and stuff like that. But ooh, that guy is squeezing through. That's crazy. Oh man. And you know what? Apologies if I am rambling. It's been a long stretch at work, so I may just be totally just rambling throughout this whole ride here. But I see, like, I went from like talking about the Super to now we're talking about introversion here. But yeah, the Super is it's gonna be ready basically by tomorrow. And I'm excited to test it out, and I'm excited to do the videos on it. The other thing that actually I wanted to ask you guys about is we just crossed over the 2,000 something, 2,100, 2,200 mark on the scooter. I did a long-term 750 mile review on this. Do you want to see a long-term 2,000 mile review on the Nami Klima? You know, I'm a little bit removed from the scooter scene now that Fluid Free is no longer in existence, and I don't know if people are still kind of interested in kind of hearing what people had to say about scooters like the Nami Klima. That's basically like, there's really been no update to it other than Michael Shaw, I believe, made a single motor version of it. But let me know. Yeah, I've had this guy for, let's see here, yeah, 2,137 miles. Let me know in the comments below if that's something that you want to do. And then I still had to plan kind of meeting with Johnny Prime and Electric Wednesday over there so that we can do our bike swaps. Come on, please go, please go. Whew. I might have to change my settings when I stop at this at the outdoor space there near Chelsea Market, because I'm not sure if my camera is prepared for night settings or low light settings. What's going on here? What is going on here? Okay, we're gonna just squeeze our way through here. Okay, there we go. Now we're talking. See, now we're talking. Jeez. New York traffic is crazy. These are those moments where all you gotta do is just kind of laugh at it and just be like, what the hell, man? This city is definitely just a simulation. Like, I have no idea how or what is going on half the time, but it is. As long as we live here, it is what it is, right? We just enjoy it, and I hope you guys are at least enjoying the sights. Yikes. Maybe I should stay in this middle lane so that I don't have to deal with all this stopping. Yeah, I'm gonna stay here in the middle. We're already almost here. We're pulling up to Chelsea Market on the right. We just made it about, what does this say, 2.7 miles in about 15 minutes, which is, if you tell me, terrible, but if you ask me, it's terrible, but it is what it is. Here we go again. It is what it is. Woo! Pothole. Yikes. Yeah. See, now we're talking. Now we're moving, guys. Okay, here we are. I gotta find this split in the road. Chelsea Market is one of the shopping centers here, and then you got Google's headquarters over here. Oh, no, I'm going the right way. I gotta make this little swervy swerve, and then I gotta make my way into there, that little seated area. Let me see if I can take this annoying turn here, and there you go. We're gonna pull up into here, and I'm gonna check on my settings while I quietly wait for my client. So I'm gonna put that on hold, and then I'll catch you guys probably in a few minutes after I'm done here. That was nice and easy. I like it when people are on time. So got those samples over, and then now we can finally make our way home. Let's see, how are we gonna do this though? Let me resume here. And apparently my settings were okay, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. But if it gets a little dark, sorry. Okay. Okay, we're gonna use this. Ugh, I hate these cobble streets, but thankfully we've got dual suspension, so we're okay. So we're gonna make this nice and easy. This is gonna be a pretty straightforward run now. From here, we're gonna take this rode all the way to the east side, and then from the east side we're gonna hit up that tunnel. We're gonna go X mode right now, and then we're gonna do like a little speed run, just like the way we did on the Super73 ride last week. You know, I've been getting a lot of questions about why I've been so much more conservative, but oh, there we go, we're good. Why I've been so much more conservative as a rider, but I've explained that a few times already, where because you know, I've seen some pretty crazy things on the road, and some crazy things have happened to some friends over the years, so I am, of course, much more conservative of a rider nowadays, even though, like, as you can see, like, there is a flow to the traffic. You know, nobody gets mad at the pedestrians when they kind of do whatever they want. Nobody gets mad when the vehicles, the cars, the buses, the trucks are kind of doing whatever they want, but people always get mad when it involves the e-scooters and the PEVs. Kind of like earlier today, I was watching my friend Carlos from Arcane Moto's live stream on Instagram while I was on lunch, and there was an accident that happened on the Central Park loop, where an e-biker collided with a roadie, with one of the guys in the full spandex outfit, going like really fast, as if it was like Tour de France inside the park, doing time trials basically, which is crazy because, you know, those bikes can go really fast. Both the e-biker and the guy in the spandex were both wrong, but when the park rangers came to the site, the first thing that they did were they were like, you know what, it's the e-bikers. So here we follow the walk sign instead of the green. But yeah, that was the first thing that they kind of were like, oh, it's the e-bikers. Thankfully, there was a lady there that was just like, no, it wasn't them. It wasn't them. It was these guys over here. So, thank you to that kind lady that basically bailed out the e-bikers. But you know, that's what I mean. So, with all of that, just trying to give people less of a reason to kind of hate on it, because we've already got some crazy stuff going on when it comes to like the delivery folks over there. But you know, shrug, they kind of operate above the law, so it is what it is. I feel like that is the common thread when it comes to riding in New York. Just a constant, it is what it is. Ooh, look, Super73. Yes, dual battery. I hope he's got a Handlworks controller. We're gonna kind of wiggle our way through over here to get in front of this empty bus. Whoa, what is this? Yeah, that's some crazy stuff, y'all. Look at this guy. Telling you, NYC is a simulation. Crazy simulation. But we're gonna avoid that mess, and we're gonna take the faster roads over there. This is going to be the least scenic route, and again, we're taking the walk sign over there. This is the less scenic route up to Midtown, but I just want to get home. Yo, what are you doing, homie? Jeez. Ah! There's a lot of bumps. But yeah, I just I want to get home. No incidents, nothing, just intact. Sorry if you guys wanted to see a little bit more of New York City, but it's been a long day. One of my projects is coming to a head here in New York, so we're just kind of on the final stretch of a long crazy month, but we're here. We did it, and I'm not going to Electric Wednesday today because of these meetings that I got to complete, but I'll be there next week. Okay, let's adjust this mirror. I can't see anything out of that. Okay. See? Cops don't even go after them. That's what I mean. Like, New York City is so confusing. Like, when it comes to these things, okay, we're gonna make a left here. It's so confusing when it comes to these things because you end up with stuff like that. Like, they go, I don't know who they go after. I don't know. I don't know. There was actually quite a couple of checkpoints this week. Let's initiate X mode turbo here. Come on. Turbo, please. Turbo on. No, I can't get turbo on. It's okay. We'll do the run without turbo. Okay, we're gonna use the walk signal to get ahead of the traffic here. Come on. And then from here, we can blast it. Yes. Okay. No. We're gonna make it. Okay. Oh, we made it. Okay. Cool. No. Okay. I am not getting caught behind this red wave here. Oh my goodness. My guy, you gotta look a little bit, man. You gotta look when you cross a huge avenue like this. Oh, so much for that. But like I was saying, I've seen a ton of checkpoints actually this past week. They're doing these things called educational checkpoints where they're kind of going over like what to do, what not to do on the roads of New York. But also the scary thing is, like, I've seen them kind of take mopeds and the e-moto style bikes. So they're starting to get impounded. I am gonna try and get this on here. Okay, there we go. Turbo on. Thank you. But yeah, like I was saying, they're taking the Suron style bikes, like impounding, and then I saw them doing it on the 59th Street Bridge. I saw them doing it on my goodness, the checkpoint right before it and right over the bridge. I've also seen them checking like for ghost plates on some of these motorcycles that are out and about, because there are a ton of motorcycles that aren't properly registered. So they also don't have like real license plates. So New York City is cracking down on these types of things. And I know for the owners of the Surons and that style of e-moto, I'm not going to call it an e-bike because yeah, it's a e-dirt bike, but I get it, you know, the whole argument of class 4 and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if the police officer and the people that are kind of at these checkpoints are basically looking to impound, you're gonna get impounded. No arguments of like class 3, class 2, class 4 is going to save you from that. So it is what it is. And for you, my Emoto homies here on the channel, just be careful. Yeah, it is no joke here in New York at the moment. But again, like, back to that whole idea of, I don't know what they're thinking here, because there's so much going on these streets that need to be enforced. But I guess it's easier to satisfy, kind of like as a stunt. It's easier to make it look like things are actually happening when it comes to changes, when you're enforcing the PEVs and stuff like that. So actually, this is not too bad. And then they're planning on getting rid of congestion pricing too, so when that's gone, we're back to heavy amounts of congestion. I don't know how I feel about it. A lot of people are like, shouldn't you be pro congestion tax? I was like, well, I don't know. I'm a driver too, so I don't really see it reducing congestion outside of like specific parts in the city. It's still pretty heavily congested, but I mean, I guess this is proof that it's working, because nobody's here right now and we're making like epic time, right? But I don't know. I've been kind of pro certain fees. Like the one that I really want the most is, I hope that they start kind of charging for parking passes in my neighborhood, kind of like the way they do in New Jersey. The reason for that is in New Jersey, I believe you had to pay annually for sorry, distracted by all this stuff on the road. You had to pay for the ability to park in certain neighborhoods, which prevents people kind of dumping their cars in your neighborhood, kind of like mine, since what people like to do is people like to drive from outside deep Queens, and then they show up in my neighborhood, leave their car there, and then unfortunately it takes away a lot of valuable parking from the residents of that area, especially for those of us that, you know, pay taxes in that area. And it sucks because they keep getting rid of parking in our neighborhood, but also what are we gonna hit here? 42, 43. Can I get a little tuck? 44. That's the fastest I've ever seen the Klima. Boo to this cab, but it's okay. People have been asking me to take this tunnel more, because I get to do all these like speed runs through it safely, and you can get like faster readings because less wind, and also you get that little ramp to help you down. So yeah, but like I was saying, actually I don't even know what I was saying. Lost my train of thought. Sorry, y'all. I got so excited by that little 44 miles an hour. Now my Super 73, I don't know if you saw the last one, it's basically the same speed as my Nami Klima now. Oh, parking in my neighborhood. Yeah, so I don't mind paying an annual, let's just say $300 for a pass so that I can ensure myself some parking in my own neighborhood where I live, so I don't have to sleep in my car. You know, there was one time that I could not find parking for the life of me in my neighborhood, because again, my neighborhood is like a dumping grounds for those that are kind of traveling and leaving their car in Queens and then trying to get into Manhattan. I actually slept in my car because I sat there. I pulled over onto the side, like by the hydrant, and I was like, you know what? I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I'm done. I'm just gonna close my eyes. I woke up, it was like 6 a.m. the next day, and it was already time to get ready for work, and my wife was like, what the hell, Ivan? What the absolute hell? You can't be sleeping in your car. But it is what it is, right? But guys, like when I tell you I looked for hours and I covered miles, I used 1/8 of a tank looking for parking that night, and it was one of the worst experiences of my life, and I really wanted to get rid of my car at that point. That was actually what kind of pushed me into the PEV world. So okay, I'm definitely gonna need to change my settings here in the camera because it's getting much darker. So we're gonna get an interruption here in a little bit, and then I'm gonna switch into night settings. I did not expect it to get this dark, but we're expecting several days of rain, so the clouds are already coming in. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull into the side over here, right before the bridge, and then we're gonna switch into night settings. So that's crazy that people just, that people cross the street without looking and they just stay on their phones. That's insane to me. All right, that's insane. All right, so night settings are on. If it gets any darker, we'll be prepared for it, but it's probably going to affect the quality of the video because it's going to be so much more potentially grainy, but I'd rather have a little grainy footage than have something that's completely unusable. But yeah, it got dark really quick. And here I was talking all kinds of smack, like, oh my god, it's so nice that the sun is out longer. It's like, Ivan, stop. I should probably stop making comments like that, because you end up like this, pulling over twice to change camera settings. Oh man. Okay, so we're back onto the bike paths again. We were in traffic there for a while. We don't really have a choice here but to take the bike path, because I could go over there on the bridge where you see on the right, where I'm kind of doing the chicken wing. That lane over there is wide enough to support a PEV, but I would probably take that on my bike, but not my scooter. The roads on that side are so bad that I'm probably going to end up going much slower than you see how fast those cars are going over there, and I would probably end up with a broken rim just because the potholes are so bad. I mean, the roads are pretty bad here in general, like the conditions of the bike path here on Queensboro Bridge, but they're not really going to do anything about it. And kind of talking on the complaints that the PEV community is getting on these bridges, it's kind of like here, the city, again, confusing, because they're like, oh my god, we're going to come after people, but they prioritized the upper roadway instead of taking this lane and converting it into the designated bike lane, where we can have Queens-bound traffic, which is the side that I'm on, and then we can have Manhattan-bound traffic over here, and keep the pedestrians on that side. Actually, you can see where those cars are. That van right there, that's a lane that's just as wide as this. It fits a car. And again, if it was for the safety of the pedestrians and the people using these paths, and I'm gonna confidently say probably millions of people that use these paths as a walking and as a riding platform. Yeah, why not really focus on that aspect of safety, right? But I'm barking up the wrong tree here, you know, I'm just kind of venting to y'all on that one. But just like the way we did that gentle overtake, we're taking it easy. We're gonna take these overtakes when we can. We're not in a rush. I do have to be on a conference call within the next 45 minutes, but I'm only 20 minutes from the house. So with that said, this is probably a good time to say, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. The thumbs up tells me, the creator, that you like the videos that I'm coming out with, and it tells the algorithm that the video and the channel should be shared with more people. So it really does help a ton just by clicking that like button. If you have any comments, or if you want to be like, Ivan, you missed that light, or Ivan, you did this, Ivan, how dare you breathe, you know, whatever it is, or if you just want to say hi, you can leave it in the comment section down below. Y'all know I respond to everything. And if you have any questions about the upcoming build, I'm not going to answer that, because we're going to save that for the next video. The next video is going to be I gotta bunny hop this a little bit. The next video is going to be the overview and first impressions of the Handlworks back 2000 with the 60 volt 20 amp hour high discharge battery. So if you want to see that, subscribe to the channel, and when you subscribe, just be sure to turn on that bell notification so that you don't have to worry about when or where videos are coming out. It'll just notify you. You're no longer going to get buzzed 15 times a week, so I'm sorry for those of y'all that were mad about the shorts, but we tried, and we're releasing the shorts on Instagram. So if you want to see the shorts that I'm talking about, check out Instagram, and I'll see you guys on here or on Instagram. But thank you for your support. I do appreciate you. Oh, my guy. What are you doing? Holy hell. Red light, green light, 1, 2, 3, homie. Red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. Should probably get out of here in this lane. I'm not comfortable being here. We're gonna jump in here with the cars, the fast cars. Whee! But see, I get my ADHD always gets the best of me, and I'm talking, and then like my brain just goes off on this tangent where it's like it just wanders away. But it is what it is. That's gonna be the my return statement to get me back to normal. It is what it is. But subscribe, and then we do e-scooter, e-bike, and e-skate content every week. But again, if you don't want to deal with when or where, just turn on that bell. But other than that, thank you for coming along, y'all. This has actually been a really fun ride, like surprisingly open roads, so super happy about that. Hate those potholes. Thank you for coming along. Oh my god, quick story, final one before I let you guys go here. Last week's Electric Wednesday, I got to try George's Burn E2 Max. Well, the Burn E or Burn E2 Max that he has. And I will tell you, I love this Nami Klima. But holy stuff, man. That thing is crazy fun. I really miss it. And The one thing that I really miss about that is like the plushness of the suspension. Like this is soft. This is great. But the Burn E, man, if I only had the money to get one of those. But we also got a few things planned for y'all over the next couple of weeks, and if you made it this far, you're one of the hardcore Ivan rides. Ooh, what's that? They have an indoor soccer place with beer. Oh, we got to do Electric Wednesday there. Oh my god. See ADD. I've been talking to some potential partners, and we are going to be introducing a what is this? We are going to be introducing a sponsor to the channel in the near future. We're just working out a few things there. I've been a huge fan of their work for years, and I'm excited to finally be doing something with them, and I'm excited to introduce them to you here on the channel. They probably don't need any introductions, because y'all are like, oh, Ivan, that's not a surprise at all. Oh, what happened? I think I broke my scooter. Yeah, so we got that coming up, and then a few other fun things. So I'm excited that we're landing our first, I would say, 2 sponsors, y'all. We're not just affiliates anymore. We're getting sponsors, but we're not. So I can hear it already. I can hear it where you're like, well, you're selling out, man. No. I'm only working with the people that I truly believe in. So this is really, for me, it's a real treat to have it. But just wanted to mentally prepare everybody for the arrival of the sponsors over the next couple of months. So once we work that out, it's gonna be super fun, and I hope y'all treat them well. Please give them a warm welcome when it happens. Oh no, it's so juicy wet over here. I hate that. Now my pants are gonna have speckles. But yeah, just to kind of, I guess, recap all the questions that I asked you guys. Let me know if you want to see the 2,145 or so mile review of the Nami Klima Max. I had it for 2 years now. Let me know that, and then yeah, let me know what you think about these sponsors coming to the channel. Nothing too crazy, and that's it. We've made it to the end of the ride, and again, thank you for coming along. If you made it to the end, thank you for listening to me ramble for 45 minutes. I am slightly hallucinating here, so yeah, thank you. We'll hit pause and then finish here, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace out. Bye, everybody.